How are you, everybody? Thank you for checking out my review today on the Verizon Samsung Gleam Edition, also known as SCH U700. This particular one is the gold. I'm just going to pull her up a little bit up front there so you can actually see. It's a beautiful, sleek looking phone. Everything's kind of made out of a reflective material, which at the same time is actually very stylish. A little flashy, but at the same time will get the job done. One of the things that you do want to keep in mind is that Verizon's actually had this particular platform out on the market for a good while. I remember I had a phone that looked similar to this about 2 years ago, and basically they kind of kept making it a little thinner, a little lighter, a little cleaner looking, and this seems to be the most refined look, from this type of phone edition that they've had. It does have a 2 megapixel camera. That also, it doesn't have flash. At the same time, you're also going to be referring to it does have the ability to be a video recorder at the same time. One of the things is if you're going to be doing self-portraits at the same time, if you're going to be shooting something of yourself, it also serves to you as a viewfinder, so you'll actually see yourself as you're taking the picture of yourself, which is a nice little feature. One of the downsides to the overall phone itself, one, I'm actually a very big fan of a QWERTY keyboard, but a full QWERTY keyboard. This particular keyboard is more or less still running off of the T9 technology, which is still a lot better than phones that don't have T9, where it's still a complete manual setup. But at the same time, it's just a matter of overall key placement, key layout. The fact you still get that refined feeling, like you're not going to get confused with the buttons that you're actually pressing. The only thing is because the colors themselves blend so much into the background itself, like there isn't really an offset as far as the colors go. It just might make it a little difficult if you're trying to stare to your phone into light, or if it's really dark out. There's really no type of reflection. As you see right there, depending on where the light shines, it kind of just looks like a silver plate. Like you really don't see any real definition as far as buttons go. It is Bluetooth ready. The overall phone itself weighs approximately 3.4 ounces. It is also pretty much going to give you all the capabilities that you're going to need. It does allow you to have 500 contacts. And the overall battery life on this particular type of phone is in the range of around 250 hours of standby time. That's also considering moderate use, between phone contacts and, everything with, video footage and things like that. Some of the downsides to the actual phone itself is, one, the video feedback quality isn't exactly the best. The pixeling itself isn't exactly the most refined, clearest actual image that you're going to get back on the screen itself. From a sending quality, using the multimedia messaging system, because you do have your standard SMS for texting, and you also have the MMS for sending multimedia video stuff that you've caught and captured. So it's actually a very nice little system. The other thing is you're also going to have on the side, one, you have your camera button on the side. You're also going to be having your volume controls, your settings, which will also allow you to scroll through things. On this side, you're going to have your hold button, and you also have, in two separate locations, where you would actually be receiving the ability to plug in a auxiliary headset jack, and basically your power cable. So at the same time, you could be charging your phone and on the phone if you're in the car, or if you're actually plugged next to your computer or something along those lines. If you're looking for a stylish phone, overall phone quality, I would out of a 5-star, I would definitely give the phone 4.5. But if you're more or less looking for something for email purposes, browsing ability, breaking down, reception, that's pretty much where the phone's gonna fall a little short. And if you do a little bit more research on the phone itself, you'll kind of see that that's pretty much the consensus on this particular unit. Once again, if you're looking for a nice stylish phone, obviously this is actually a nice little flashy unit that will get the job done. But at the same time, it still keeps in line to, it's not a smartphone, it's not a iTouch, it's not a iPhone, not a BlackBerry. It's more along the lines of a traditional phone. So once again, I recommend it. and it's just going to come down to a couple things, but hopefully the review was helpful. Thank you.